Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called WAP. The ingredients you need are a shot of gin, a squirt of fresh OJ, a squirt of pineapple juice, and how you're going to make this is that shot of gin, the squirt of fresh OJ, the squirt of pineapple juice into a shaker filled with ice, strain into a highball glass, and then squeeze some lime and drop the lime into that wet ass pussy. And that's a WAP.
Sounds like a very tart pussy. Welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? What you want to tell us?
I'm not a gin drinker, but when we went to a Sushi Lounge the other day, I had a gin cocktail, and it was actually really refreshing.
I don't like it straight in shots, but I can drink it in like some mixed drinks. I used to be okay with gin, but it got away from me. I haven't had it in so long. Anyways, you guys, we do have a guest today. But before we get to her, anything new, Medinah?
Anything? Oh my gosh, yeah. So I'm finally working on my animation demo. And so I've been getting a lot of auditions for voiceover. Ashley, I do voiceover. We'll introduce Ashley in a second, y'all. I know y'all see you're just sitting screen. And so finally, I've been getting a lot of cartoon auditions, and I don't know if you know, Kiki, I don't know if y'all know, listening, that's my goal. I really want to be a character on a cartoon. And so now I'm working on my animation demo. Demos are fucking expensive, but that has started, and I'm just really excited to get my characters down. So now when I get the auditions, I'm actually ready and not just kind of like out of breath and not knowing how to voice act for a cartoon, because it's really difficult. But yeah, right now I think that's it. Every time we do a catch up, I always forget kind of what's going on.
Well, that's really good. Good luck with that. Hopefully you get something.
Thank you. What you been up to?
Girl, same old. Working. I have started another class. You know, I've been all about like the online classes. There have been so many online classes during quarantine. And I've just been trying to take advantage of them. A lot of schools, a lot of people are doing things that are out of town or that were super expensive, and now they have them either available for free or like $30. And so I'm like, I've always been the type of person who tries to learn as much as possible. So I've just been taking classes, girl. And let's see what else. I was on a podcast, Meanie B's podcast. So by the time y'all hear this, we had a little chit chat. She's on our show before, and I know you went on there a while back. So I did that.
Is she still recording at home, or did y'all do Zoom?
We was on Zoom. No, not Zoom. Something else. Some other thing. She does still record at home, but I didn't go over there. You know, I ain't been going to nobody's house for real.
You really are not playing.
And people keep getting sick and stuff. I'm nervous. So I just try to limit my places, and I'm like, what if I'm a carrier and I start passing it around to people? But that's all I can think of right now. Yeah.
September is rapidly approaching. You know, guys, both mine and Kiki's birthdays are in September. She's September 13th. I'm September 23rd. I feel like when September comes, Q, we need to put our cash apps in the bio of the episode, the description.
Girl.
Look. But y'all, we have a special guest with us today. Her name is Ashley. You might know her as Sex with Ashley. I ain't never had no sex with you, Ashley, but what's up?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Good. It's Monday.
I'm glad to be here. It is Monday in North Carolina, but it's Monday
here too. I got stuck in the rain earlier. One of my friends, something bad happened, so I went to go like take her some food and stuff and cheer her up a little bit. And I got caught in the fucking rain, and then when I get back home, it's dry. But a couple
were your toes out?
I had on sneakers because I had just left the gym, which I still hate, by the way.
So your gyms are open down there?
Well, it's the gym in my apartment. Yeah, it's open. They limit the amount of people who can go in. I really don't like to be in there with anybody, mainly just because I be feeling like it's my personal gym. Like this whole building, I don't know what all the rest of the apartments are for, but it's mine. I don't want to work out with other people in there.
This one's mine. Right.
Okay, so Ashley, what is it that you do exactly?
So I am a sex blogger, sex influencer. That's what I do. I talk about sex for a living. That's what I do.
How did you start doing that?
Kind of by default. I went to college to do public health, and I couldn't find a job in public health. So 4 years ago, I started a blog about sex, and it kind of just grew to where it is now.
Okay. Cool.
So I created my own lane, basically, I guess.
That's what you got to do, girl, and there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage it to people all the time. If you can't get an opportunity, make one.
Whenever women decide to do what we're doing, like talk about sex so openly and raw, I'm always curious to know, when you were younger, did you have sex at a young age? Were you a fast-ass little child?
I didn't have sex to college. I was late bloomer. So, freshman year, all the boys, that's when I started my whole sex journey. And then it just kind of, you do like the little whole phase in college, and, you just kind of, and then I went through a whole...
Some of us, it surpasses college and comes back in your 30s. You're just like,
I've had that too. And then after college, I went through a whole celibacy phase. I was celibate for like 3 years.
Did you do that because somebody broke your heart?
Did I? Let me think. No.
What made you decide to do it?
Well, I was raised in the church, so we're very Bible based here. And had joined Pinky Promise, the whole Heather Lindsay movement at the time. She was like new uppercomer, and I'm like, okay. So I had like a whole Pinky Promise. Had a whole a group here where I lived, and I was celibate for 3 years, and then I was kind of like, why am I doing this? Like, fuck this. And I
was about to say, did you enjoy that? Was that something you enjoyed? Bitch, I tried to be celibate for a week of quarantine, and I was really preaching like I was gonna do it.
I don't even know why you wasted that week.
Right. It was very hard. I was just doing it because I felt like that's what you're supposed to do. Again, I was raised in a very Christian household. So I thought, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. But then, that wasn't me. So I was like, fuck it. I got to be myself. So
absolutely.
Well, we want to get to know yourself. So we are going to play a game after Kiki does weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, so this week's weird sex. The headline says, some people are just really crazy, and what's going on? A man who lost his penis to a blood infection got a new one. Guess where he got it? On his arm.
Horse.
No, he got the penis on his damn arm. The picture is blurred out. I'll try to insert it if I can save this. But a British man whose penis fell off due to a severe blood infection had a new one built on his arm, where he even got an extra 2 inches, according to a report. So the guy, Malcolm McDonald, he was a mechanic, and he had a horrific infection in his perineum that turned his fingers, toes, and dick black. This is a white man too, by the way. He struggled for years with this infection and had no idea that, it would affect all of his body like this. When he saw his penis go black, he thought he was in a horror movie, and he went into a panic. He was completely gutted when his penis dropped off onto the floor. This was about 6.
It fell off.
It fell off. Like, the shit was fucked up. It fell off. His testicles were there, but like the shaft was gone. So, and this happened 6 years ago, and he ended up going to the hospital, and the best they could do was to these are his words, not mine, I promise. The best thing they could do was to roll the remaining stump up like a little sausage roll. It was heartbreaking. And for 2 years, he felt like a shadow of a man. And then he ended up going through all these crazy surgeries. They had showed pictures of like his arm where they've had to take skin and do all sorts of things. And he got a little penis on his arm. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do with it. I guess show it off. Maybe it's an interesting conversation piece. But yeah, and it cost $65,000.
So
how does he pee? I got questions.
I mean, he's still got it. He's still got something down there. They rolled what was down there into a little sausage roll. He just wanted like something else. Now, I don't know if he got a catheter or what. He just wants to show off his little dickly arm.
And so does he fuck? Does he fuck with that arm? I have a question.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I would hope he would just get a strap on, but some girls might be into something different.
I'm not gonna lie. If I met somebody and he had a dick on his arm,
he gonna have to fuck me on that arm.
But I wonder.
Yeah, you gonna have to give me a
the
look.
way
you gonna have to.
The way he holds it in the pictures, though, y'all, I don't think it's gonna get hard. It's just there.
Oh, so it doesn't like.
It's not like it's hard. Like this. Like, hey, how you doing? It's like, hey.
Oh, see, we're still thinking about it like it still can get hard and it still has that sexual arousal, but it really is just a
decoration.
Basically.
But that's this week's sex. One of our listeners sent it in to us, and I was just like, wait, what? It's crazy. I have another one about a very strange man next week, too. He was pulling alarms to do some creepy shit, but I'll tell y'all about that next week. Okay, so we're going to play the scenario game today. So we're going to give you, Ashley, a couple of different scenarios with some some options. And then you pick the option that you would most likely do. You want to go first, Medinah?
Oh.
Sure. Okay, Sex with Ashley. You are giving Bae some good old sloppy toppy.
Yeah.
As you're choking on his dick, he farts and whew, child is ignorant. You, A, just keep going. You a nasty bitch and won't let a fart come between Bae and his nut. B, throw up. Or C, get an attitude and just stop everything.
A, I'm probably gonna laugh and then do A. Probably.
Kiki, what you
I'll probably do A too.
I
have had sex with somebody who was just really gassy, and I don't know what was going on, but that wasn't about to stop. Nothing. Like, I mean, we all poop. I done pooted on somebody before, so whatever.
I have to.
Lately, I've been doing a lot of farting while I've been having sex, and like I can just feel it's a light fart, like a. Yeah. And I can feel the air on his balls, and I feel so embarrassed.
I just don't want my ass to be like in his face, and I do it. But other than that, it's fine.
I've done that. I've done
on
that.
Purpose?
He didn't stop. No, it wasn't on purpose. It was on accident.
You said he didn't stop? He didn't.
He didn't.
Okay. Well.
Sometimes you just can't control it.
Yeah, it can be difficult. I know. And
that booty hole gets moist.
Gassy too.
You don't know what's gonna come out.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, you be like,
especially on Taco Tuesdays. Okay, the next one. In the middle of a good fuck sesh, you run to the bathroom really quick to pee and realize you have started your period. You, assume he will think it's just a little wet ass pussy. You're not telling him until afterwards. B, you aren't into period sex, so you tell him he'll just suck his dick so he can still get his nut. Or C, give yourself a quick little hoe bath and enjoy your well-deserved back shots.
Definitely A.
Definitely A.
Because definitely A because if it's just started, it's not a heavy flow. So like he ain't gonna know really. It's just gonna be a little light. If it just started, it's gonna be light anyway. So A, definitely A.
Definitely A.
I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. I gotta tell that nigga. Even when I just start, it's like, whoa, like, are you having an abortion? It's crazy. I would have to tell that nigga.
Oh, Jesus. That's too bad.
Okay. Last one, Ash.
Okay.
Babe wants to fly you out just to fuck you.
Okay.
You will be with him for less than 10 hours, and then he's going to send your ass back home on the first flight in the morning. You, A, feel disrespected and share your feelings with him. B, call in sick to work and pack your whole bag. C, tell him you really want to go, but you can't because you have to work.
B. Definitely B.
Call in sick to work and pack that whole bag. Nigga,
B.
I'm coming. Where are we going?
I'm getting flued out. I'm taking up every opportunity. B.
I know that's right.
Yeah, no, unless I'm on the verge of getting fired.
Right. And even still, if I got a sick day, look, it's a
Yeah,
sick
it don't
day.
matter. It's a sick day. I won't
don't
be
know
in
why I'm
today.
sick.
Right.
Have you done
And
that?
I hate when work acts.
Either of you? Have either of y'all done that before? Just in life, not recently or anything. Never know.
I've called out of work before to like I went to go spend the weekend with someone.
Mm-hmm.
So I called out that Friday. So I guess it was for some dick, but I mean, whatever.
I have definitely done it. Like, I've done it so much with a plethora of different jobs. Always like fighting the battle of just because I'm sick don't mean I can't be on Instagram. Like, that's like really what I'm always like. I was sick.
I was sick.
Niggas always act like just because you sick, you can't be on Instagram.
Can't be on social media.
Sick.
Like, my fingers
I think
still
people
work.
be paranoid when they're not really sick. I think they get paranoid because when you are really sick, you don't think about that. You just lay in bed and try and feel better.
That's how you know when niggas be lying. When people start giving too many details.
Or just being late. Like, I don't know how many toothaches and flat tires I've had.
That part.
Girl.
It's like sometimes you just want to lay up a little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer.
But I haven't done that in like a really long time, of course,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're grown now. I remember when you used to be doing it. When you worked in that building off of Crescent.
Oh, yes.
Going to work.
And it wasn't even just to be... She really is, right? But like, goddamn,
it was ages ago.
Goddamn, what if I want to tell that part? But yeah, we used to go out to parties and stuff, and then we would be out all night. Whether I like went to Medinah's house, went to another friend's house, was with a man, I might be late. I was always having a flat tire, but my car was kind of raggedy back then, so it was just like I always had an issue, and they got it. I think towards the end they got kind of like, all right, bitch, but nobody would ever do anything because they liked me in the office. And that's just how
that's my saving grace. That's my saving grace.
Mm-hmm. So, and
I've
then
done the whole,
I quit.
I've done the whole, like, my battery died and I wait for AAA. That always takes a while. So I've done that too.
One day somebody was like, I'm going to come help you. Oh, hell no, bitch.
I'm good.
I'm good. I've already called them. I don't want to waste
They're on their way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many elevators I've been stuck in with my dog.
Man.
I'd be like, I was stuck in the elevator. Oh
my God.
Okay, Ashley, we're so great to have you here. Before we get
Glad
into
to be here.
some nasty shit and orgasms and what types of sex we like and you like, I kind of wanted to talk about with you guys the whole wet ass pussy ordeal, the video, the song. Pussy. How do y'all feel about the song? How we feeling? We like it?
I love the song.
Love it.
I played it countless times.
Mm-hmm.
The video, the concept, I love the hair. It reminds me of that, of what was it called? Baps. The hair and the outfits. How many people do you think are going to be that for Halloween?
A lot of people.
A lot. A lot.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I was annoyed. Go ahead. I was annoyed though with a lot of them. It's mainly men. It's some women too, but mainly men who are criticizing the song and saying all this negative stuff and talking about how vulgar it is. I wouldn't let my wife do that. Boy, fuck you. Why are you worried about what they have going on in their relationship? Sure, you wouldn't, but you also probably don't have a wife, and she might just tell you to shut the fuck up anyway. Number one. Number two, men talk so much shit about their dick all the time, and half the time the shit don't be hitting that good. And then they want to get mad. It's like, do y'all remember that song, Sob on my knob?
Sob on my knob.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the top.
There's no uproar. There's no uproar with Tip Drill. Like, that's the shit freakily. Uncle Luke, okay?
Luke?
Like, all of these people, past, present, and I'm sure in the future. People want to talk about their dick size all the time. Everybody need a Magnum. Everybody busting bitches' backs down. Shut up. Like, if you want to, don't critique what the women are doing. It's like every time we want to have fun with music, it's an issue.
No, but listen, it's not even every time we want to have fun. It's when Black women want to have fun with music. And I literally, when I was reading some of the articles and how hard people were going on it, saying it was nasty, saying like they're hoes, like women shouldn't be talking like this. I'm sitting here like, why can't Black women just do what the fuck we want to do and say what we want to say? Whenever we want to be nasty or we want to have a hoe anthem, it's like, respect your body. Don't do that. Let me be
I
who
do
the
respect
fuck I
my
want
pussy.
to be. Yeah.
And that's why I use it and don't just keep it on a shelf, okay?
Right.
This thing was made for fucking.
Why
And
pass
that's
it
just what I'll
around?
do. And one of these days I might come over and fuck you too. Like, what is the problem?
I don't understand what the problem is. I literally thought that it was the song. Yeah, it's a little raunchy. Yeah, it's nasty. I thought it was empowering. When I listened
That's
to the
what
song,
I like
I'm like,
about it. How nasty.
that's what I like about it.
I said, wait a minute. This is a caption.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like stripper music because stripper music makes me feel like I'm about to fuck you real good. I'm about to suck your dick real good because the Cardis. I'm a Lil' Kim girl, so like Lil' Kim raised me. So like the Lil' Kim era, like all that shit makes me excited, gets me in the mood.
Yeah. And it's just fun.
And it's 2020.
Sometimes you just want to shake your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has.
And honestly, women who feel some type of way about it, I also feel like embrace that side of you. It's not a negative side. It's not bad. Like, have the sex you want to have. That's what I love about this platform. You need to orgasm. If you don't know what the fuck, how wet your pussy can get, you need to try some shit.
Okay, if your pussy dry, just say that then. You don't have to hate on Cardi and Megan.
Just say that.
And for the niggas, if you are skipping foreplay and just trying to shove your dick up somebody's pussy and you ain't never experienced a WAP, then just say that. And we can give you some tips.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the women, like ones who are, I've seen a lot of negative from women too. And I think they are, women who are not as, they're afraid to be as free. Because they're afraid of how it's going to look. Oh, you're going to call me a hoe, or a man's not going to want me.
Oh,
fuck them men.
That's a big one.
I could care less what a man thinks about me who I'm not fucking. So if you're not fucking me, your opinion of me does not bother me because I don't care.
And if I'm doing something that I like that makes me happy, and I am fucking you, and you have a problem with it, well, I can hop to the next dick.
That part.
Okay.
And I think it's so funny because nowadays, like in 2020, if somebody calls you a hoe, you kind of look at them and be like,
right. Okay.
It's not like offensive
okay.
anymore. It's like, okay.
Like, I know. Go ahead.
I be wanting to challenge people. Why are
Like,
you saying that? What is it? Because I'm comfortable with who I am? Like, what are you getting at? Why don't you worry about you?
What are you?
What makes me a hoe? Like, define that. What is a hoe?
There's some hoes
This
in
house.
this house. There's some hoes.
When I heard that, I knew
So,
it was about to
speaking
be
of the
my
song.
shit.
I was like, oh, this my shit.
I be standing up. I was texting people like, did y'all watch the video? Did y'all watch the video? Go watch the video, then listen to the dirty version. This is the gospel, and you need to have it. I was a missionary on Saturday morning.
Yes.
So listen, I do want to know, how do y'all feel about the Kylie
There's a video with her. They X'd her out. That's my favorite version.
I saw all these people going off. I did think it was odd that she was in it because the other girls that they had that had cameos were all like up and coming artists and stuff. So I was like, that's an interesting pick, but I thought she looked good. I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's their video. If they want the girl in the video and that's their girl, let her be there. You did?
I did care.
Why did you care?
And it's crazy because as much as I love the Kardashians, I don't really love all the Jenners, but I love Kylie. To me, as soon as I saw that video and I saw when Kylie popped in, I was like, wow, once again, here's the angelic looking, clean white woman who doesn't have to do any work, but you got all the brown skinned girls twerking. Armani or whatever, Armani. She almost broke a hip. Like, I was like, the amount of like hoism that was going on in the video, and then Kylie just gets to walk.
But I mean,
like,
honestly, what else was she gonna do?
And these are my hoes. I think they should have made her tour. I think they should have been like, Kylie, we want to get you doing a little dance.
Yeah,
or
I don't
something.
think she can dance though, y'all. So I think that would have fucked it up.
I still would have enjoyed.
Did y'all
the
see
effort.
what Cardi said about it?
The statement, or
She
did
didn't
she
make
make
a
a video? I saw this.
the
I saw it on
words.
Twitter.
Where she
Was that real?
Well, the one. What did you see?
I saw something where she was saying about how she wanted to give her a platform to people with no talent.
Oh, that's fake.
Okay, I thought it
That's
was.
a
I was like,
fake
that's too fake.
No, she said,
Okay.
you know, we wanted her in the video. That's why she was in the video. Normani was twerking at the end because that's what she does. That's not what Kylie does. She's been extremely sweet to me. Kris Jenner has been extremely sweet to me and put me on so many things. So, like, I wanted her in the video, and that's what it was. It wasn't about race. And she said some more words, but that's what she said.
The crazy thing is, I don't even expect Cardi B to get it, because sometimes I forget she's not a black woman. So I don't expect her to understand why people are upset. I feel like with everything that's going on in the world, I feel like that's really why I really be fucking with Beyonce. I love how Beyonce's like, normally dark-skinned women are not the center of attention in anything. And Beyonce always is cognizant of that. I feel like Cardi B, I forget she's not black sometimes,
but she's
you could have
just
been cognizant
Latina
and at least
too.
put somebody else in that spot. She's not an African American
Okay.
woman. That's what I'm saying. And she's not a dark-skinned woman. So I feel like they could have put somebody in that spot, because Kylie's like, she was almost like the madam. Like, this is my house.
Basically.
My girls. Yeah. And I love
She had
Kylie.
no
I
purpose.
wasn't feeling it though. Yeah.
I just
No
was
purpose.
like, I thought it was out of place, but I enjoyed the video overall. I love the
did.
song. I think it's great. I was listening to it earlier
it.
before I took my nap.
I'm gonna sign the petition and still rock the song. I'm with it.
Do a little both.
But yeah. Do a little both. I'm gonna leave
There-
that like balance.
Did y'all hear the kids bot version? They're trying to make a kids bot version.
Child, they need to leave that alone because
They
what
need
you
to leave
gonna
that alone. I'm not letting my
say?
nephew listen to
I
that.
saw some little clips where it was like they was gonna start it off saying it's some chores in this house.
Chores in this house.
They better
I
not.
said, oh my gosh, kids bop. I would hate to be a kids bop writer. That's gotta be a struggle. Okay, so let's talk about orgasms.
Let's do it.
Do y'all normally have orgasms when you're having sex with other people, not toys?
Fuck no.
Uh,
I don't.
it depends on what kind of sex we're having.
What you mean?
So penetration, no. Oral sex, yes. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it does make sense.
Okay.
For me, it depends on what your work ethic is. You gotta be a hard-working ass nigga to make me actually orgasm. And it's crazy because, tell me if this makes sense to y'all. I can come, and sex does still feel good, but I won't orgasm.
Yes,
And I
that's the thing.
really feel like come and orgasming is two different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the juice will come out of my pussy.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have that like
An orgasm.
it happened. Like, and I know the difference between the two because
Of the
I've had
feeling.
that out of body experience where it's like I'm in a whole different universe right now, and this is an orgasm for me. I have to be with a hard-working man or woman to really make me get there, and sometimes it sucks because I be laying there with my pussy lips spread open, like just thrusting, like come on, I'm almost there,
Come on.
I'm almost there.
When
And then
go ahead.
I've had someone inbox me like a week or two ago, and she was like, she has all the juices and she enjoys the sex, but she didn't have an orgasm. Is that like a thing? I was like, yeah, you can enjoy sex without having an orgasm. That's the whole thing. You can really,
Absolutely
enjoy it.
So like when y'all are having sex with someone and you're not having that orgasm experience, do y'all talk to them about it or you just kind of let it go?
Okay, so I know how my body works. So I typically tell people ahead of time, if we're just doing penetrative sex, I'm not going to have orgasm, but I will enjoy the experience.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I need oral or some type of clitoral stimulation in order to orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them ahead of time, so they should know. I know you have some people who try to prove me wrong, but
that is
how
so
does that
annoying.
conversation go for you? Like, I'm curious. Are you like laying out a map? Like, hey, here's the deal. I know we're about to fuck. So you need to spread my pussy open. So, like, how does that conversation go? Like, are you telling them exactly what they need to do beforehand?
No, we just have general conversation. Like, for me, 2 things I need. I need nipple stimulation and I need clitoral stimulation. That's what I need. Some in the sex somewhere for it to be like a thing. So I tell them at ahead of time, then they'll be like, what they need, or I need, my dick suck, or whatever it is they're doing. So we, like in regular conversation beforehand, we just kind of talk about things that we need or things that we know turns us on, like that.
What about during sex? Do you like to give a lot of directions, like vocally, or do you maybe like kind of try to physically guide him?
I move their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're like, I kind of like just place it where I need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that can work or it can backfire. Like I have like my partner be like, sometimes he'll be like, stop, stop, let me do it. Like, okay. I like being told also what to do. So that works too. And then sometimes I'm like, it's taking too long. So let me just guide your hand or your head where it should go.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you're not a talker.
No, not really.
Kiki, are you a talker?
It depends on my mood. I do guide hands sometimes. This guy I was having sex with, he had this really bad habit, like when he would like play with my clit. His finger, it would be like the tip of his finger instead of the ball of his finger. And I was like, you cannot do that. Like that feels so uncomfortable because it's not that he has long nails, but I guess it's just the shape of his finger. It's kind of scratchy. So I'll put my hand like on top of his and straighten that finger out and like guide him to show him. And it's like, okay, now you go ahead and do it. Sometimes I'll say things. I don't like to talk a whole lot as far as giving instruction goes, but like when it starts feeling good, I will get to yapping and scream.
What'd you be saying?
I'll just say like how it feels. I'll say their name a lot. I will scream. And then I say stop a lot because I'd be like, all right, that's enough because you're trying to have me acting crazy and doing dumb shit and I'm not doing that. So, but I don't always mean it. So I have to tell, okay, this is, when I do this really means stop, but this is my fake stop. So, And I will also just like push a nigga back, like get off of me. I meant it. Yeah. So move. I just want to lay here in my convulsion.
Isn't it crazy how the strength that a woman can get in her legs when you really are like, get off for real. Like the strength, you become the Hulk. If the nigga hits your cervix or if it's feeling too good and you really are like, I just got to get the cum out. I just got to get it out. Stop.
Yeah, like stop. Move.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z just took over my body. I'm definitely a talker. I like to give direction, especially if it's good sex. Like, I'm not really a direction giver if it's bad. Like, if I'm not enjoying the sex, I'm kind of just laying there like waiting for it to be over.
What do you say?
Like,
paying bills in my head.
Yeah. Girl. Some of the things and sometimes I think niggas be thinking I talk too much because I'll talk when I'm sucking your dick and they'll be like, bitch, I need the mouth.
How you talk about
right?
Like I suck it and then I come up like, yeah, you like that, and then I just start getting into the talking, and then they're like, okay, I like it,
stop
but
talking.
Put it back in. Yeah. But when I'm fucking and if it's feeling good, especially if I'm on top, I have become a like top tier dick rider during quarantine.
Okay, because I can't stand.
I'm really proud of it. And I normally women don't, but this is like this is a new thing. I learned to move because I tore my meniscus, so I got to get into certain positions, and I call it the snake. But I will whisper or look them dead in their eyes and be like, "Yeah, tell me how my pussy feels. You feel how wet it is? Oh my gosh, you feel it sliding in and out of that pussy.
Okay,
pussy hole really makes niggas' dicks harder. You can feel it. The word pussy hole. I don't know why. I learned that on porn.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that and report back.
Try it
and report back. I haven't either.
Yeah, it's like, or if he's eating my pussy, like I'll say, yeah, you like licking my pussy out, don't you? And like he's like, oh my god. And then like after he's done eating my pussy, I'll be like, come here and let me get it off your mouth. Like I say so many things. It sounds like a storybook.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
And men like dirty talk too.
They
So
do.
Mm-hmm.
They like everything.
And I like it even, don't they? Especially if they ain't never had it before. They're like, wow, you really
You
talking.
nasty.
oh, you
I like
freaky.
it. Mhm.
No, not
You a
really.
demon. I'm like,
I'm not even doing
I
nothing.
ain't
You
done
haven't even made it to level 2 yet.
I know.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve says the best part of staying at home is playing at home. Take advantage of the downtime and choose almost any one item at 50% off. When you do, you'll also get 10 free boredom-busting gifts, including 6 spicy movies, a 3-piece bonus kit, and best of all, free shipping delivered discreetly right to your door. Just remember to use offer code COCKTAILS. That's COCKTALES. Again, that's cocktails at checkout. Adam and Eve has thousands of products to make you glad you are staying at home. Sex toys make being at home so enjoyable. You know I love them. Hell, even shopping from home is more enjoyable when you are shopping for sex toys. Go to adamandeve.com and use offer code COCKTAILS to get 50% off just about any item, plus 10 free gifts. Use code COCKTAILS at checkout.
Do you ever want to get glammed up, but you just feel like you don't have the time? What if we told you there's a service that can come to you? Yeah, there is an on-demand beauty, styling, and personal grooming platform that comes to you to make you fine. Literally, Dashing caters to today's professional, from working professionals to students and everyone in between, because looking good should be easy for everyone.
Check them out on all social media platforms at Dashing App or book your appointment at trydashing.com.
I believe performance matters. I've wanted to make the switch to more natural products for quite some time now, but they have to do their job. I do not want to be musty. That's why I want to recommend to all of our listeners to check out Native. Did you know that aluminum forms plugs in your sweat glands to keep you from sweating? That's why Native never uses ingredients like aluminum, parabens, sulfates, or talc. My Native deodorant doesn't just block odor better, it's made better. Native has ingredients you've heard of, like coconut oil, shea butter, and tapioca starch. It's also vegan and never tested on animals. Switching to an aluminum-free deodorant doesn't mean you have to sacrifice on odor protection either. Native will keep you smelling fresh all day long. I've used it. I tried it last summer, which you know is the true test, is summertime. And everything's been fine. With over 10 scents, including rotating seasonals, Native has something for everyone. Their most popular classic scents are coconut and vanilla, lavender and rose, cucumber and mint, and citrus and herbal. My current favorite is coconut and vanilla, especially in the summertime. It just has a really fresh, musky scent, if that makes sense. Native just feels good, it smells good, and it does what I need it to do. Native is risk-free to try. Every product comes with free shipping within the U.S., plus free 30-day returns and exchanges. See why so many people love Native and check out the over 14,000 5-star reviews. Do what I did and make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/cocktails or use promo code COCKTAILS at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/cocktails or use promo code COCKTAILS at checkout for 20% off your first order.
Until
Like, who y'all been fucking?
I text today, actually. Maybe that will adjust my mood.
I wish I could have sex today. You guys, I'm going on a date with a teacher
Okay.
at
What
the
does he
end of the
teach?
week. And I just feel like I actually don't know. He's one of those teachers on Instagram that is a popular teacher, amongst his school, I guess. But he's really cute. And so he's like, do you want to go on a date? I was like, sure, let's go on a lunch date.
Why?
But I'm really nervous to go on a date with a teacher because I just look at teachers, male teachers, they're so, they just are so innocent and don't really want to give you who they really are because they're teachers.
Girl.
I don't know about that.
I used to be a teacher.
I
And
used to
those
fuck a
men
basketball coach.
are regular men, honey. They freaking nasty. I know at my old school that I used to work at, a teacher was fucking at the school. So
You just probably wouldn't know it online. If y'all met through
Yeah.
Instagram and you haven't met him in person, you just got to catch him in person because they don't want to do nothing. Because
Yeah.
I also think male teachers, people really watch them you're not fucking these little girls, are you? And stuff like that. So
Right,
you don't ever want to
right.
come off pervy or inappropriate.
Right.
So,
That-
girl, you might be
yeah.
surprised. And you said he cute.
mhm.
Where y'all going?
I
Do you know?
can't be
Or is it
surprised.
surprise?
Girl, you know, my style first be meeting people. If I don't know, especially if I meet you off Instagram, I'd be like, meet me at Del Frisco's because I need to see if it's safe. But so back to orgasms. What can throw you guys off from orgasming? Like you're almost there. What are some things that can happen and you're like, fuck,
Heartburn.
And when it's gone, it be gone. At least mine do.
Heartburn.
What?
Girl, I don't know what's going on with my body, but sometimes I be getting heartburn, and I'm just like, oh, my heartburn acting up. I need to lay down. Let's just lay down and try again in the morning. I gotta go get my medicine.
Ooh.
That'll do it. Or feeling gassy, the gas where it's like you can't, it's trapped gas, and it's like painful, like sharp pain, and it's just like you scared to move. You don't know if it's a poop or something more, and then it's like you be wanting to poop and ain't nothing coming out. That's so uncomfortable. It's like you can't enjoy anything. You can't even really enjoy being alive because you're in so much pain. So gastrointestinal issues for me.
I think for me, it's either pain when something like I like typically like when men are eating my coochie to like massage my nipples at the same time. But sometimes my nipples are really sensitive. So if you are doing it really hard, it becomes painful. And I can't focus on what you eat my pussy because my nipples hurt. So I need for you to stop. You gotta stop because I can't.
Mm-hmm. You know, you guys gave very valid reasons for like an orgasm.
What you about to say?
For some reason, when I am having sex, yeah, it's really anything can throw me out, and I feel like that's why it's so hard for me to orgasm. If we are having sex, I need the air condition to be on 64,
ma'am.
Girl.
It does not matter what if it's wintertime, if it's summer. That's the first thing I do, especially if we're in a hotel enough. And we're in your house, I'll mention it.
64 degrees.
I have to go.
Does your body overheat during sex or something? What's wrong with you?
I get really
you need to get that
hot
checked out.
when I'm having sex.
Broke. Your thermostat broke on the inside.
But it has to be on the lowest level. I need it to be freezing cold in the room because if I need my toes to be cold, I need us to be sniffling.
Oh, well, hell no. Mm-hmm. Where are you about to
but
say
what if he's like too cold? What if he's too cold and can't perform? So then what?
He's always too cold, but he can still perform. But I can't. I'm telling you right now, the sex just isn't going to be good if I get hot. When I get hot, I'm quitting. So I'm not about to be in here riding dick like a runaway slave. I want. You know how Beyonce always needs her fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why don't you?
This 64
why
degrees.
Don't you try like with a fan?
Mm-hmm.
You ever tried it with a fan on?
Now, I can't do it with the fan on because then that noise, like you're talking about just like a fan that's blowing, that noise will throw me off and then mentally I can't focus.
Okay.
If there's if like the bathroom light is on, I need to turn the light off because that makes me lose focus. Like,
have you considered having Adderall before sex so that you can focus? How the fuck is the light throwing you off?
Adderall.
Like, that helps me focus on anything when I've had it. Because it sounded a little like
or weed or something. Like,
try sleep. But my mouth is getting dry. I don't like getting high before I'm about to have sex. Like, niggas always want to offer you some weed, a little edible. I like the way that feels. But it's going to have me dehydrated. My mouth going to be dry. And I need my WAP to be working. Okay? WAP.
I need my WAP to be working.
I like high sex. High sex is the best sex for me.
Absolutely.
It feels good till you dry up.
And I don't know if... I can't
do you have lube? We have lube for.
You got it, but I want my mouth too. But I just keep a bottle of water by the bed. Like, I mean, it happens. Don't get me wrong. It will happen. And I gotta use other stuff. I like using lube.
Mm-hmm.
I
think everyone should use lube for sex.
Even for are you talking about just for your booty?
Hell no, not for I don't want
for vaginal sex.
Booty either. Exit. But I like to use lube. I don't use it every time, but I like it. And y'all, I tried these suppositories that have CBD in them. And so you put it in before sex. And unfortunately, I fell asleep, but I got some more. So I'm going to try it the next time I have sex and I'll report back. But it's supposed to help.
But if they go down and eat you, can they taste it?
I'll do a test myself. I'll taste it myself. I mean, maybe, but it's just like
They probably.
it's like if I use some lube and they go down and eat my pussy, they might taste it. So I don't know, but it's supposed to get up in there and feel good. So I just want to try it because I've heard about like the CBD and THC lubes and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm always down to be trying new products. If we can elevate sex, let's elevate it. I don't mind adding stuff in. I want to feel good. That's the fun of sex. I'm not trying to do nothing else but feel good because I surely ain't trying to make no baby. So you don't like lube at all, Medinah? Or just sometimes?
I don't like lube.
Why not?
Like normally it's because I have a very sensitive vagina. So like even when people are like, "Oh, this is for sensitive vaginas," I can't do it. I don't have good experiences with lube. Now, I'm good with spit, and I really do have a wet ass pussy.
So are you using like water-based lube, or what kind of lube are you using?
I've used the water-based. I've used a CBD. I've used I think it was like aloe or something. I don't know. I've used all the types. Like we have so many different sex companies that send us stuff, and none of them were it just doesn't work for me. And really, I don't need it. I would like to try an experience where people feel like, you know, the ones that make you feel warm. I would love it, but I know I'm going to get either a UTI or BV, and that shit ruins your month.
Yeah, and that's me. Like I don't use flavored lubes because my JJ is sensitive, so I don't use those. But I can use water-based, and I use coconut oil. And I use lube. Her face was
my
like,
homegirl told me about the coconut oil. I like the coconut oil.
And
I never use coconut oil.
Just regular coconut oil.
Coconut oil. And I use it like I have no problem with wetness, but you know, with sex over time, if it's like a long session, you know, we naturally just
or
dry out.
Or if they lick it all up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, slow down. It's more efficient than spit.
It is. And spit.
Or maybe I'll try coconut
oil. And
oil.
spit those off your pH as well. So there's that.
And that could be another bout of some issues. Ooh.
It's hard having a vagina.
I'm telling you.
Definitely high
maintenance. Do you guys prefer...
Very.
Yeah. So, Ashley, you said that you orgasm mainly from head. Kiki, do you prefer orgasm from head or penetration?
It depends on who I'm with. Different men have different skill sets. I like them all.
That part.
My favorite is when I can get both. And the only way I get both is like with a toy and him fucking me. And like, it feels like you die and go to heaven. Or at least for me, it did.
It feels like you die, especially when he doesn't stop stroking, even when you're coming.
Because I can't think, because I like something different about each experience. I can't really pick an either or.
So I can pick an either or when it comes to if I'm orgasming from a penetration. Have you ever orgasmed at the same time as your nigga? That shit is so sexy to me. Like, if we can do that, which is very rare, it's special to kind of like blink and come at the same time. But when that happens, bruh, that shit is so sexy.
I be feeling like I'm pregnant, and then I'm like, okay, bitch, that's not what just happened. Relax. It just feels like some extra energy inside of you, and it's like, oh God, what happened?
It feels like the sperm and the perfect egg met, and they were like, finally, where have you been?
But you know, that is how I be feeling. It's just, ooh, that. I have no words for it.
Ashley.
Yes.
Do you get mad if you are having sexual intercourse and you do not come and only he does?
Yeah. Yes. And I want to. I don't want to say yes, but yes, because I do, right? Like I have it's expectation, but then I also think women, we put so much energy in orgasms, so much energy. Sometimes I think too much, because you still can't enjoy the sex without it. But if I know that you and I have orgasms before, then I expect one every time, because I know you can do it because you've done it before. So like I expect for you to get me there.
It's crazy because I feel like when guys fuck and they come, I feel like you know how we were saying there's a difference between coming and orgasming? I feel like every time for a man it's an orgasm. They be looking crazy. Like it's just like they are out of this world. This shit feels so fucking good. Like each and every time they come.
Yeah, because
it's not fair.
It's not.
It's really not fair.
But I will say sometimes some orgasms for them, just from the outside looking in, seem to be way more intense than others. Like sometimes those niggas be speaking in tongues. Sometimes they just scream. Sometimes they be like, "Oh
they
shit!"
grab the shit out of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that just made me think of what I need to tell y'all about for my cocktail. Let me write it down so I don't forget.
It looks real intense. It does.
Yeah.
That's when a man. You know when Meg said in WAP when she was like, "Ask that nigga for a car when you're riding his dick." I don't know verbatim what she said, but have y'all ever actually tried asking a nigga for something while you're riding his dick and he's coming? I want to try.
It wasn't no car. I feel like I'm gonna get a car from Target, a little Tonka truck. My ass this nigga. But yeah, I have. It has worked sometimes, and other times he was like, "I was lying, just like you be lying to me," and I was like, nothing beats a fail but a try.
Right.
I'm gonna try it next weekend. Like, and I challenge all the listeners: the next time you ride in his dick, just asking for something. Maybe not a car. I'm gonna ask for a car though.
Lunch money tomorrow or something. You know, you can catch at me lunch or something. Uber Eats. You know, whatever.
I want a real gift. I ain't asking if it's not a gift.
Go big,
I'm not gonna ask for a car, so I would actually like to get what I'm about to ask for. But you know,
and what do you want?
I don't know. I gotta think about it. I'm really not a gift person. Most unless it's something extravagant, but most of the stuff I want, I just get it myself. With other people, I'm more so like an experience, a memory, something like that, versus like a tangible thing. So
maybe you would ask for a trip to the Maldives Islands.
Girl, I don't know who you think I'm fucking right now, but they ain't got it like that. They got something, but they I want to get it. So I don't know what I'll ask for. I got to think of something. Bitch, if I go to the Maldives, I can ask for a little car.
Basically.
But you don't like gifts. That's why I said like a trip. So Ashley, yes. What kind of sex, and I want detail, what kind of sex do you like?
I'm an oral girl. Like, you can actually just eat my pussy and I'll be perfectly fine. Honest to goodness. I could do that every day and be good. Every once in a while I probably, would need penetration, but for real, you could just eat my pussy and I'll be fine.
I mean, that's almost every woman though. I mean, like, do you like romantic?
I like
sensual?
penetration.
Do you like nasty? Do you like rough?
I'm not really okay. So I like romantic. I will say this: I like missionary because it's intimate. So I like intimate sex. Mm-hmm. I like the fact where I can kiss you, you can kiss me, and I can kind of like see your face and see what's happening. Versus like what is it? Style from the back. It's so impersonal. It's like I feel like I just feel like so prostitute-ish. I don't know why, but I do. Like
I love feeling like a prostitute. I love prostitute sex.
I love to see and feel like all the things. So I do like intimacy with sex. I do.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that you say that because my partner now.
Bless you.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
I'm not sick. I just did some tests.
It's not COVID, huh?
My partner now.
It's not COVID.
Nowadays, you really got to say that it's not y'all.
Did you get a test?
I promise you.
I know you
I ain't got COVID.
No.
Oh God.
But my partner now, I like back shots, and so like I want you to spit in my ass and fuck me from the back. But I like all the positions, but that's my favorite. And it's funny because he'll do it, but then he makes me feel like I like feeling like a prostitute, but then he'll make me feel like less of a prostitute when he's like, no, like I really want to look at you.
See?
Like I want to look at you. Like, and I'll be like, nigga, fuck this ass.
And come on. Yeah, I like the whole looking at me thing. I like that part. I mean, I think there's a place and a time for everything. Sometimes I just want you to fuck me. I don't really care about all that stuff. Sometimes I want you to like, tie me up. I do like tie me up sex. Okay. Tie me up and do that. So, but most of the time I like intimacy and like looking at you.
I like looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I like... I love to record it. I mean, I can look at him too. And I mean, the finer he is, the more I'm going to want to look at you. But like, I still like looking at me. So I love to record myself when I'm having sex. And if I have sex at home, so like I'm in my bedroom right now, obviously this is my bed behind me, but I have a vanity in front of me and it has like the old Hollywood style lights around it. I like to turn that bitch all the way up. I got a little gooseneck arm on the side. I will put my phone on there or his phone, don't matter, and to record it. And even if I'm not recording it though, like the whole thing is mirrored. So if we're facing that and he's fucking me from the back, I can see him and I can see me, and I think it looks cute.
Do y'all lay down and watch it together afterwards? And like critique it?
Usually I just watch it later. I will do a self-critique or I'll play with myself. If I send it to him, if he has it, he will watch it. Yeah. And then sometimes he'll randomly text me like, guess what I'm watching? I'll be like, oh, what? Thinking it's a movie, TV or show or something. He'll send me the video back. I'll be like, oh,
that's cute.
I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm doing work. Okay. I'm not in sexy time mode. Hit me up later after 3.
Do y'all like listening to music? I personally like how we were talking about things like throwing us off during sex. I have learned that I have to have a playlist because I'm also a stickler on like if the song switches to something that's like, let's say we have our sex groove on and all of a sudden it goes to like the Temptations. I need a playlist or it'll throw me off and I just can't have sex no more.
I can do both, but I do like the music. It sets the mood. So yeah.
I like the music, but I don't have to have it. Yeah. But have y'all ever been having sex and the TV was on and then it'd be like late at night and you was watching the channel and it switched to like those televangelists and so people are preaching? I'd be like, oh my God, now that we gotta turn that off. Jesus can't be watching us fuck. I'm not supposed to be here right now. Where is the remote? Unplug the whole thing. Jesus is watching. And I see him in the TV.
Jesus is watching.
Watching.
No.
Before we move on to Indecisive Diane, I'm curious to know, Ashley, especially since you have a sex blog, what do you consider good sex and bad sex? Specifically bad sex, since we've been sitting here talking about good sex.
Bad sex is when you are not I guess doing what your partner needs for it to be fulfilling. So you have a partner who likes their dick sucked and you just refuse to do it. That's gonna be bad sex, right? If you know your partner likes a finger in the ass, or like they like clitoral stimulation, and you just not. Your bad sex is when you're focused only on yourself and you're not focused on pleasing your partner.
I totally agree. Because that's just rude. Why the fuck are you here? You should have been masturbating if you was only gonna worry about yourself. Now I got attitude.
But some people do that all the time.
And some people don't say anything when somebody's fucking them and they don't like it. And I encourage people all the time to speak up. You don't have to be mean about it.
Speak up.
Because sometimes you can tell if it's just a lack of effort or if somebody's just on a different page than you. But speak up, like, especially if you plan to do it again. No need for you to suffer through. Like, make it enjoyable. And don't be shy about it.
Right. And like you said, you can...
Go ahead.
And like Kiki was saying, you can say it, in ways so it's not like, ego bruising. But yeah, you should stand up for your pleasure and don't fake orgasm and just be like, I would like it if next time we did, X, Y, Z.
Can we try this? Is there anything you want to try? Can you do this for me? I was thinking I could do this for you. Like, it's all kind of ways to go about it.
A lot. I also think to add to that, not that this means it's bad sex, but just to be the best sex partner that you could possibly be. I think it's important to be adventurous and try, if someone wants to try something that you've never done before, don't just like automatically knock it. Try it. Like I've never tried nipple clamps. Have y'all ever tried nipple clamps?
Yeah, I don't like them.
I haven't, and I really would never think to buy them, but in those new packages that we got, Kiki, there's nipple clamps in it, and I want to try them. And so I was telling my partner, like, hey, I want to put them on you too, though. He's like, oh, hell no, dog. I was like, wait,
Why?
But why? I was like, there's so many things that you want to do to me that are sometimes painful and that are sometimes questionable, but I still let you do them because it's like, it's what you want. I want to put the nipple clamps on you. Please try it.
And so what he say?
And he ended up saying yes.
Oh.
He said he'll try it, but I feel like it's still going to be like forcing. But I'm like, you need to do it. I done a lot of shit. Now, look, now.
Yeah. I mean, it is good to reciprocate in anything.
Yeah, especially when like, yeah, I'm going to give you an experience. If y'all ask you to put some nipple clamps on, nigga, put the nipple clamps on. You don't like it. I feel like niggas be scared that they're going to like it, and that's why they don't want to try shit.
I do think that's the case a lot of times. Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like toys, black men, because that's the only type of men I fuck, they're real reluctant on things. So what I've noticed, I'll try it first and let him do it on me, and then he'll see like, oh, okay, this ain't that bad, and then he'll be okay with doing it on him.
Oh, my nigga is a nigga.
I don't like painful shit, so it's like I don't really be having that problem, except for when I say like, let me put my finger in your ass. They get real nervous. But I've got a pretty good record of being able to get up in that thing, since I've been trying. But, I don't know.
Not me.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. It might take some time.
And I've been trying.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm not a finger in the ass girl. One, my nails are too long.
Mine
and then
are
two,
too. I like a challenge.
Do you see Kiki's nails?
Oh, so how do you get them in there? What long nails?
I don't always have them like this. And usually, honestly, you guys, I be breaking my nails. And so I'll be having like one, like this one will be gone.
Okay.
I got 9 nails. So I'm gonna use my little gimp finger to get it up in there, Okay. But not always. And sometimes I just want to see if they'll let me do it. I don't actually have to do it. I just want to know that you'll let me do it. But a lot of times I just use my tongue and the ball of my finger, especially if I have all 10 nails like I do today. So I'll just use the ball just to kind of massage the ass and lick it, but I don't need to like stick nothing up there. But I also have drawers full of toys.
And see, my thing is like, I have no problem with a toy up there, but like, niggas ain't clean. Like I
had a bad experience
don't be
like
clean
that before. Mm-hmm.
And see,
here's my thing. We're talking about putting fingers in booty holes. Whose booty hole is really clean?
You can clean out your booty.
It's a booty hole.
You can clean it out though. I told you, girl, there is preparation that you can make or take to be prepared.
And then, dudes, like, they have streaks of shit in their drawers. Like, and you want me to put my mouth on it. I just can't. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there. I can't do it.
I do understand.
I will do anything but that. Like, I'm open. I'll try a lot of shit.
Will you lick it?
Your ass,
you said licking it too? You want?
No, I don't want my mouth or my finger. I don't want poop on my mouth.
Do you like your ass ate?
I do.
Mm-hmm. I'm the opposite. I don't really enjoy it.
But you're not gonna eat no booty hole.
She said hers clean.
Well, listen. You can do whatever you want to on me, sir. I'm telling you what I'm not gonna do. Now, if by chance, because I don't eat your booty, you won't eat mine. That's fine. We ain't gotta do it. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not eating no ass. I'm just not.
Period. I feel you.
I don't deal with a lot of men
Period.
who will allow it. I'll be trying. Lately, I've been trying to like expand on what I do in the bedroom, and I'm like, let me eat your booty. But Kiki said I need to stop like expressing that I want to do it and just do it because the words itself can frighten them.
Sometimes you just gotta work your way back there because oftentimes when the men are asking me to do it, they don't actually ask me. They like get into position basically. I know what it means. I know what you want. We don't have to talk about it. Sometimes you do some nasty shit that you don't necessarily want to talk about. You just want to experience. We can respect it. Don't worry. I won't say your name on the show.
All right. I will do a perineum massage like with my fingers or a vibrator. Like I'll do those all the time. But actually,
what is that? That's just like rubbing the rim of the booty hole.
That's like the gooch, like the part between the ass and the balls.
That little thin skin spot.
Yeah. So like I'll put my hand down there all day and like we'll have good old time. But like I can't.
Now let me ask y'all this because it's been a minute since I have dealt with like a young man my age. Like I like old men, Ashley. I like them older.
Like, how old are you?
And so
you said young men. How old are you?
I like, but
she ain't that old.
Their balls be saggy. Oh yeah. No. Their balls be saggy, so I have to do a lot of scooping of the skin. Are y'all dealing with that nowadays?
No.
So I will say, I'm trying to think. My current person is older than me, so he's like 40-ish, 40 in his 40s.
So them balls are saggy.
Yeah, they sag, but I've had someone younger than me who was like 30, just 30, and his balls were low too. They were low.
Really?
Low. And he was 30, just 30. And they were low. So y'all just kind of like scoop them up, like, push them up with a little pillow with your hand. Just, go to work.
I had this man who used to like for me to pull his balls to the side, like stretch the skin a bit while I sucked his dick. And I was like, can you do it? Because you got too many little bitty things that you're trying to get me to do at once. You want me to use my hands. You want to spit all over the place. You want me to do certain motions. And you want me to pull this over here. I got to pull it to the left, not to the right. My God, help me out.
And you know what? That's what's not fair about oral. I feel like a nigga can eat pussy all day. And I always hate when like I'm having sex and he wants to go down on me first. Let me go down first because I'm going to be a shorter time.
That part.
It's more work. You want me to, I got to jack you off. I got to make sure my spit is like going. I got to move my head. My jaws are getting tired. Now you want me to move your balls. Now I gotta lick your booty. Now I gotta lick the gooch.
My neck hurts.
This is a workout.
Right.
My neck hurts. My teeth is really about to clamp down. Come on.
Me and my partner had this conversation because he'll be like, he'll eat the coochie for like, 30 minutes if I wanted to, or whatever, however long, no problem. Okay, cool. One, I didn't ask you to do that. Okay, that's the first thing. So that's on you. And then like he'll be like, "Oh, well, you don't suck my dick for an hour." Never. I'm never gonna suck your dick for an hour.
How can I suck your dick
never.
for an hour? It is humanly impossible. I have to be on heroin. Like this is not. It's no.
Now I will suck your dick and I will enjoy it, but I'm never gonna be doing it for an hour. Like,
look, I'll be like, all right.
happen. So let me go.
This it. Okay, I'm my mom will ask me if you want. So like, if you got something that you can do to help, so that you can finish, because after this, I'm laying down. I am tapping out of energy.
I'm done.
And if you know me, when I run out of energy, whether it's sex, being in the club, or just watching TV, when I'm done and I tap out, I will go to sleep. I do not care where I am. I'm asleep, and so that's it.
And the thing is also, when men eat pussy, they get to lay down. They get to lay down. You're comfortable.
Bitch, I be laying down while I suck that dick. I will lay down on the side of him, and I will put my head and rest it. Yeah, no, bitch.
See, I can't give a good performance if I'm laying down. Like if it's, I can't.
He called me a demon, so I said, "Well, I got the angles right."
And then you have to use the hands. It's a lot going on.
I be needing to switch over to the other side. My hips starting to hurt. I be trying to switch my hands.
When I start switching and fidgeting, just know this is about to come to an end.
We're at the finale.
End.
Okay,
wrap it up,
bro. Either come or what's up?
I'm like,
or not.
Just fuck me.
Yes, like, okay, can we stick it in now so you can come so I can go sleep? Like, just stick it in. So we can be over.
I said, no, I'm about to be through is what I'm saying.
No.
So.
no, I want to come. Well, you might want to hurry up.
Like, what is the? Sometimes I really wonder, like, what do men like better? Do you think that I wish I could feel what vagina feels like, just because, like, they just love head so much, and it's just like I feel like you would want to be in something more controlled, a more controlled environment.
Maybe because
you know what I mean?
The woman has more control of her mouth, like with your sucking and using your tongue and everything. And while your pussy is a muscle too, you can't. I can't do all the things with my pussy that I can do with my mouth, as far as controlling what's moving and moving it around and like making it different sizes and stuff like that. And then
I feel you.
If you get to hit my cervix, I'm gonna have an attitude. If I'm gonna gag, it's a little bit
cervix
different.
Smack. I can take during a whole session. I can take about 3 hits, and then I'm going Dragon Ball Z on that ass. The strength that's gonna come from my arms or my legs is gonna hurt.
You better not. Don't fuck with my cervix. It's not meant to be fucked with. Okay.
Yeah,
no fucking thank you.
All right, y'all. Well, we are going to move on to Indecisive Diane. Ashley, when we come back, you're going to help us with some advice, and then you'll share a cocktail.
Okay.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. And for this week's date idea, I want you ladies to get all dressed up. Put some knee pads on. Get on your knees and suck some dick. Cause here's the deal. If you ain't sucking, he ain't fucking. You? Have a good show, ladies. Bye.
Okay, and now we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for advice. So remember, if you would like some advice from us, email us, askcocktails@gmail.com. That's askcocktails@gmail.com. So I've got one pulled up, and it says, dry ass sex with my ex. Hey ladies, I hope you and your loved ones are safe and sound. Let's get into it. So recently I started back talking to my ex. We want to be together, but it seems like we're not trying to get better, you know? Like we just always see each other often. When he comes to my house, I go to his, etc. But as far as trusting and loving one another, it doesn't seem like we are doing things to make our communication better. At this point, it feels like we're hanging out, seeing where things go, shaking my head. Now on to the dry ass sex part. So it seems like since our communication is off balance, we have to have a conversation about who's getting on top. And the fact that I'm dry as hell, but he want me to hop on dick, like, sir, that shit hurts like hell. And he's uncircumcised, so his skin being pulled down hurts as well if he's not wet either. But whenever I bring up oral sex, like 69, or just giving him some head, I get I didn't plan on doing that. Excuse me, bitch. Sorry. Okay. Or, I don't know about all that. Like, nigga. So it gets to the point where I'm literally sucking this nigga's 7-inch dick, wet, sloppy, just so my vagina doesn't rip apart and I need stitches. After a while, that shit gets annoying to always give head but not receive it. I listen to y'all's show to get insight on certain tips and tricks because I don't have any girlfriends who are comfortable talking about sex in general. Like when Kiki grabs her white toy and demonstrating how to suck that dick, I needed that. You're welcome, girl. Overall, he says he doesn't want to always eat vagina because he never really liked doing it, because growing up, females would keep that over his friends' heads and try to use it as an embarrassing type of thing. I've been dealing with this since 2014, and yeah, he's eaten it a couple of times, but not every time. I'm not 14 to 15. I'm 25, and he's 28. No more, you can't suck my nipples and I'm horny. No, sir. I need to be dripping wet in order for the sex to be good. So my question is for you ladies, should I just wait it out and hopefully he becomes more active in the coochie licking? Or should I just become an advocate masturbator and dump this dry ass sex? P.S. I don't think we're in love, and plus he's talking to another girl, and I think I don't know, but I know. Best regards, a dry and unsatisfied coochie.
Girl,
quit fucking him.
Exactly.
Let man go. Like, you already know. Because here's the deal. When you're dealing with someone, and like you said, y'all are grown, and then you also said that from the jump, he was never into that. When a nigga don't eat pussy, he doesn't eat pussy. Now, it's one thing if he says he doesn't eat pussy and then you're the first pussy he eats and then he wants to keep doing it. But if he really ain't been doing it, he's not going to start doing it.
No. And you too grown not eat pussy, my nigga. Mm-hmm. Like, how old are you? And if I tell you, and then she knows also what she likes. So if it's not working, peace him out and go to somebody else.
What would you keep him for? Ask yourself that. Right. I think you're going to come up dry like your pussy been. Get to somebody who's going to help you get that thing wet, okay? No. Fuck him. He's rude.
Yeah.
And I definitely wouldn't keep sucking his dick and he ain't eating my coochie. Like, no.
Girls, end that. And I also think, who is he talking to? Who else is he talking to? Let's find that bitch and jump her.
Let her go experience that bullshit.
Yes.
Kick him off the street.
fun.
We need good free dick available on the streets. We don't need shit like that. Take him.
Please leave him alone. I'm begging you. And please tell us when you do leave him alone. Okay. Next one. This subject line. Oh, sis. I fucked my cousin's ex, but let me explain. Bro. Oh. She said, "Hey, ladies," in my Diane voice. "Thanks to quarantine and working from home, I discovered your podcast, and it's one of the best things that's happened. I'll skip all the I love you, blah, 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 because duh. Anywho, so I've had a secret thing going on with my cousin's ex for a little over a year now. We've only fucked twice, but he lives out of town. It's strictly sex and has been that way from the jump. Y'all, when I say that dick is immaculate, sensational, and all that good shit, that's just what it is. Definitely in my top 2. I'm torn between feeling guilty and feeling like what nobody knows can hurt them. You see, him and my cousin dated when we were in high school, which was forever ago. And she's married now. Should I feel guilty, ladies? Did I also mention he's friends with one of my exes as well? Who child?
Well, if he and your cousin dated in high school, it depends on how old you are. Like, y'all 30s like me. And I would ask my cousin, so like, Tyrone be hitting me up, do you care? And if she like me, she'd be like, nah, because that's been 15 years ago. I don't care. So I would discuss it with her so she would know and won't be a surprise.
You don't want to be like Cousin Faith from Soul Food, just fucking on people that, is obviously still cared about.
Yeah. So like, she don't care.
I personally, I'll put myself in the cousin's position. If it is just sex, do I really need to know? I don't even know if I want to know, because I feel like naturally I am going to look at you like, even though it was high school and ages ago and I am married, I am going to be like, do I need to still worry about this?
And then how close
I would rather
just
not know.
And how close of a cousin are you? Like, are we like first cousin, second cousin? Do I even talk to you regularly? Like, that's the whole thing too.
That's weird. I'm not close to none of my cousins like that, and this is hard.
Now that I think about it, I'm really not either. So I'm like, I don't think I need to know. Like, if you just called me and was like,
well, I have one, but she's gay, so that wouldn't happen.
I don't think you need to tell the cousin. Like, are you wrong? Absolutely, you are. But I also think you're going to keep fucking this nigga and don't tell nobody.
And that's why she's trying to get prepared.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, girl, but good luck. Can you send us a cocktail? Good luck. Dick must be hidden for something, okay? Because
that dick must be. Because when you start doing shit like that, that dick.
Fuck the family. I want this dick.
I have another one pulled up.
Okay.
Okay. This one says, gotta cut this nigga off. That's the subject line. She says, "Hey, Kiki and Medinah. First off, I want to say that I love you guys' podcast. You both make my day when I listen." Oh, thanks. So I need some advice. I will try and keep this short, so here it goes. This guy and I used to be real close, but we've fallen out, and from there, we would only mess with each other probably like every once in a while. He never wanted a relationship with me, but I noticed when I'm with him and his girlfriend, he never wanted a relationship with me, but I noticed when him and his girlfriend were probably broken up, then that's when he would randomly hit me up and ask me to come over, dick me down. Then after that, I don't hear from him for a while. Recently, he hit me on some fake nice shit, of course, wanted me to come over. My dumbass fell for his trick. So I went over there, we chilled, we watched a little movie. Then here he goes giving me head. And then, of course, the next thing, we fucking. So after he busts his nut, he starts acting funny, as in not wanting me to touch him, no second round, just being a rude little bitch. The next couple of days, of course, I don't hear from him. To show no feelings, so I don't bother him. Ugh, I hate when people do that. I'm going to touch on that when we're done. Mind you, me and him don't text each other from our numbers. We message each other on Instagram. That's a story for a whole nother day. So I went on Instagram, scrolling through my DMs, and I noticed that his active thing wasn't showing. I said to myself, he must have turned it off. Why, when I clicked on his profile, this nigga done blocked me? So I need some advice, because I've been dealing with him on that fuck shit for too long. What should I do if he tries to come back? Thanks in advance, and I love you guys.
Block him and move on.
Yes, block him.
He's just using you.
Yeah. Do not
Block
waste your
him
time.
and move.
Yeah,
Don't even do it, girl.
he's just using you for
Don't waste
booty,
Mm-hmm.
rebound
He's
booty.
using you for booty. And unless you don't mind being rebound booty, I've been rebound booty before in both of the ways where it's not healthy and you're going to be sad. And then the other ways where it's like, I don't care.
Right.
This is good dick and I really don't care. But, so you really do need to block that nigga and leave him alone. But just for the future, when women say things like, I haven't heard from him and I don't want to text him because I don't want to bother him. I don't agree with that.
either.
If you want to communicate with somebody, communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if you bothering him.
And if you are bothering him, move on. Like,
right.
He shouldn't, no one should feel bothered if they're fucking with somebody and they hit them up to check on them or for anything, really. So like, if he's making you feel like you're a nuisance, you probably are to him. But and that's okay because that happens sometimes. It's good for you to move on.
And we all be
there. He hit you up, and he'd be like, "Here go Derek again.
This nigga again.
What does he want? Oh, I wish you would stop texting me. You know how you feel? Just move on and block him so you'll never know if he tried to hit you back.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can just think in your mind that he's blowing you up, but really he's not.
I love blocking people. Block. I wasn't a blocker
I have
before.
a very hard time blocking people. You're like Cola.
Yeah.
Cola blocks everyone. They can do the smallest thing and you're blocked. I have a very hard time blocking people.
I used to not be
I'm
good
not a
at it,
blocker
but now
either.
I've just become so much more comfortable with like, if I never hear from you again, if I don't know if you try to reach out, I'm really all the way good. I'm not going to think about you. And a lot of times I block them so that I don't start being petty and going back and forth and saying some mean shit. So it's like, let me just go ahead and block to end the communication and move on. There's other things to worry about. Okay, so that's it for the advice. Now it's time for the last part of the show, the cocktails. Remember, if you would like to share a cocktail that may possibly be read on the show, send it to us at cocktails.atl@gmail.com. That's cocktails@atl@gmail.com.
But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cup him. Spend $100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck him. Back to the point, is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
So since you're a sex blogger, I really want to hear your cocktail first, Ashley.
Me too.
So my cocktail is, have you guys ever like experienced like a miniature penis before?
Yes.
I have never.
It was like a short.
We're actually talking about a serious.
It was a short little stump.
Yeah,
probably the size of this
like
card.
Yeah, like a vine of sausage, something like that.
Wow.
So my cocktail is about my miniature penis. So there was this dude I was talking like a few years ago, and he was older. And you know, I know this should have been like the red flag. He was really, talking about how well he likes to eat coochie. So, typically, in my experience, when you have men who hype up oral sex or really good at oral, it's because they're kind of like lacking something in the penis department. That's just my experience. That's not all men, just the ones that I've encountered. So he was very like, talking about how well he's going to eat my coochie and all this stuff. So we had linked up. He came down because he wasn't from where I lived. He came down, got a hotel and all this stuff. And then he was talking about when he was in college, how him and his homeboys used to line up and do like, it was, gang banging the girls.
Sounding like a Me Too movement.
It does. Now that I said it out loud. Well, maybe not. Anyway, so they would do group sex with the girl. It was consensual.
Okay.
But it was consensual.
Cause you cracking up. I'm like, bitch, we going to edit this. Laughing. Okay, it was consensual.
Yeah, because now that I said it out loud, like it does sound like Me Too, doesn't it? But they would line up by their penis size, right? And so the person who had the biggest penis would go first, and then they will go down the line like so. And he was at the end of the line. I guess I don't know why it didn't click that end of the line meant really small. It didn't click. So here we are. So he gets to it. You know, he gets down to his underwear, and I couldn't see a bulge, but again, it was flaccid. So sometimes they don't really,
growers not showers. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, growers not showers. And then he turned the light. Then he took his underwear off, which is red flag number 3. He had underwear off in the dark. Right?
Were you a part of this gangbang?
No. No, this is okay. So the gangbang story he told me is something that he did in college. This was a college.
No, we need the story to involve you.
I am. I'm telling you. Okay. So this was me. This is now we're at the hotel. And so he took his underwear off or whatever in the dark. And so I didn't really notice anything. I'm like, okay. And then he got on top of me, and I could feel it, but it was like, okay, what's happening here? And then I was like, no, let me give you head first, because the whole sex thing wasn't really working. And so I'm a dick sucking champ. I got an award and stuff. So and I was very, really shocked by how small it was. When I tell you, it was probably like, let's see, big as my thumb. Probably. This is erect. This is the whole thing erect. So when you do blowjobs, you want to use your hands and all this stuff. And I really could not do anything but just suck it. Have you ever tried to like suck a small penis?
I actually like sucking small dicks.
I did, but then I was like, the thought of it was fun, but
the thought? You said the thought. The thought?
Mm-hmm. That's how disgusted I was. Go ahead.
And I guess like a regular small penis, it'll be fine. Really, really miniature. It's hard to get like your grip and your lips on it, because it's like it's tiny. So I can't really suck it, because time I go down and come up, I'm off of it. Anyway, so it was just a whole interesting experience, and I was like, yeah, this is never gonna happen again. That was probably the smallest piece I ever felt inside, ever had in my mouth. And he still hits me up from time to time because he wants to like hang out. I was like, this is never gonna happen again, baby.
You see, when you're
not,
not
really hard to be a little dick man.
I bet it is. Especially the way that
really
most women talk about little dicks.
Y'all remember that song? It was like, don't want no short, taut man.
Teeny weeny, shiver little short, taut man.
Short, taut man.
Don't want. I used to love that song. I should not have been singing that.
And we were babies.
It was just so catchy. They sounded like cartoons.
Yeah, that's how the baby's gonna be with WAP. They're gonna be like, there's some holes in this
house.
Lord. There's some holes in this house.
Let's hope not. You got a cocktail, Medinah?
Okay. Here's my cocktail. So, I have a new partner. He's phenomenal. And he doesn't live here. So he doesn't live in it. We're in Atlanta, Ashley. You're in North Carolina.
I am.
Right? So, this young man, or shall I say old, is in Texas, and he doesn't really have a lot of time. He does a lot, and I do a lot. So we have to really like schedule out our time. So he was like, hey, look, I really want to see you. I need that pussy. I was like, I need that dick. So he's like, look, I can't have you come the whole weekend because I got shit to do. So he texts me. He's like, I'm about to book this flight for you. I need you to leave tomorrow after you get off work, because it was too late for me to like request a day off, and I didn't want to use a sick day. Holidays are coming. I'm like, I really need to, savor those. So he's like, I'm going to fly you out. You get off at 5. There's a flight at 8:45. You're going to come. I'm going to scoop you from the airport, and then there's a 6 a.m. flight. You can get back to Atlanta to be at work in time. Mm-hmm. So at first I'm like, absolutely not. This sounds really stressful. Like, I'm going to be tired. And he was like, so sometimes you got to be tired. Like, sometimes you just got to be tired. And I was like, you know what? You are fucking right. So there were some things I had to switch around. I was able to switch them around. I was like, if I can switch some of these things around, then cool, we can do it. I was able to switch some stuff around. He books a flight. we end up making this a whole role play experience. So I was like, well, if I'm going to do this, this needs to be fun. I'm not just going to come and be rushing for some dick. I mean, I will, but let's make it fun. So he's like, okay, cool. I'm going to send you a fake Craigslist ad. So when I say fake Craigslist ads, he just like Craigslist ad. He just made like a notes thing in his phone, and I acted like I responded to it. So he acted like he was looking for an escort. I responded to the ad. I was like, hi, my name is Mia. I would love to be your escort for the 7 hours that you need one for. And I told him what was included in the premium package. He was like, I would love to book the premium package. I was like, okay, cool. You have to pick me up from the airport. What would you like me to wear? You get to pick what I will wear. And if you would, okay. So
that's
anyway,
fun.
Tell him what's in the package.
I want to know what's in the package.
Fun. My pussy is wet. Just
I do too. What's in the package?
Basically, in the premium package, anything goes. Anything goes. Like, I can't say no to anything, even if you hit the cervix. He really likes hitting my cervix, so I included that in there. I was like, yeah, I won't stop you. So he's like, okay, cool. I want the premium package. So he's one of my VIP clients. I'm treating him like a VIP client. And when I got off work, that is when I turned into Mia. So I get to the airport. I'm like, hi. I named him Brian. He wanted to be named Clarence.
Oh.
The irony. Right? I was like,
no.
That's an old man's name.
Right? So his name was Brian Lopez. And so I was like, hi, Brian. I'm at the airport. My flight's about to take off. Love, Mia. Can't wait to see you. So when I land, I tell him like, hey, it's Mia. I landed. What kind of car are you going to be in? I already knew all this stuff, but we're just, we're role playing. So he's like, oh, I can't wait to meet you, sweetheart. This is the type of car I'm going to be in. So I get to the airport. This nigga goes to the wrong airport in Houston.
So you were waiting for a long time.
Intercontinental. I was at Hobby. Oh, but it was perfect because I was nervous as shit. I brought a change of clothes. I brought this sexy ass outfit. So I go into the bathroom. I put the outfit on. And granted, I had only packed a hoe bag. I didn't bring any extra makeup. I was literally going to fuck and then coming back. So I get there, I go to the bathroom, I change, I call my friend Cola on FaceTime. I'm like, does this look cute? Because it was stuffed in my backpack. She's like, it's a little wrinkled, but you look good. Spray a little perfume, put my heels on. I'm like, how do I look? I mess up my hair a little. And I pack my bag up. He's like racing down the highway, finally gets there. He's like, Mia, I'm so sorry that I'm late. I say, I'm going to just add this to your bill. He's like, okay, do what you have to do. So then I'm outside, he pulls up, and then he opens the door, and I get in, I sit down, I'm like, so would you like for this session to start now or when we get to the room? And so he's like, I want it to start now. I pull his dick out. I'm sucking his dick while we're driving. And he's like, oh my gosh, Mia. You guys, when he's calling me Mia, my pussy's just getting wetter and wetter. I can't believe we're really doing this. And I can't believe I put on this skimpy ass dress and was walking through the airport. So we get to the hotel. He pulls up. And he's like, okay, you have to go book the room because I would hate for my wife to find out about this. And I was like, oh, okay. So he sends me the money to book the room because obviously I'm not booking the room. So I go, I walk in, I look like a total fucking prostitute. And that's the type of role play I like. I like prostitution role play. So I go in the hotel, and the people in the hotel that are working, they're looking at me like, where did you just come from?
In the middle of a pandemic.
In the middle of a pandemic. And I'm like, I was like, excuse me. I was like, do you guys have any available rooms? And they're looking at me like, bitch, of course we do. We have all of them open. No one's traveling. And so I book the room. I get the receipt. I go back out and I'm like, you ready, baby? And then I come in with him and they're all looking like, wow, she's really a prostitute. I loved it. We get in the room. As soon as we get in the room, he tears my clothes off and he just ravishes my body. We fucked all night long. We probably slept for 30 minutes. And then I woke up with sex still on me and his cum still in my vagina. And I got on that flight and came back in time for work.
Ooh, no shower or nothing? All right.
No shower, nothing.
That is work from home. That's fine.
It's work from home.
I like it when the sex smell is still on me. I like it. So I get it. I would have just laid there all day. You weren't going nowhere. What's the problem?
It was so sexy.
I love a good role play session. I love it.
I gotta try
We're doing
that.
it again next week.
You have got to.
Yeah, we're doing it again next week.
I've done that before. I was out of town. I didn't do the prostitution thing, but I've done the role play. It's just fun. It's like, especially if you go
so
somewhere
much fun.
and do it, so you are already out of like your normal thing, so it really feels like you can be a new person.
And especially when your partner will really stick to it. Like, they're not like, okay, I'm not playing no more. Like, when they really stick to it.
Stay in your character, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, my cocktail's not nearly as exciting, but I did want to tell y'all about this really good orgasmic experience. I don't know what happened. So I hadn't had sex in a little while, and by a little while, I mean like a week and a half or so. And so this friend of mine, fuck buddy of mine, he comes over and we are like watching TV. I knew he was coming over for sex, but I really wanted to finish watching Blood and Water. So I was like, you just got to hold on. Like, I know you're not going nowhere till tomorrow. So like, just chill, right?
What's it called?
Blood and Water. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good show. Anyway, so we go to my room. When he said that he was going to come over later, he was like, I got to finish working on something and then I'm gonna come over. I was like, okay, cool. I popped my taste vitamins, I popped my shoot orgasms, and then I said, bitch, it's been a long time. I took the rum honey tincture, put it up under my tongue, and I was like, I think it's gonna be ready in about 15 minutes, so hopefully he hurries up. But then, I got into my show. So anyway, we start fucking. It just felt so good, like, from the beginning. Sometimes it takes a minute for me to, like, really feel like I'm really getting into it, you know what I mean? But it was just, like, at the immediate insertion, it was just like, wait a minute, what did you take, nigga? Because something's just feeling different. I don't know, I feel like his dick was extra hard. He hadn't had sex just as long as I hadn't had sex, because we were having sex with each other, and then we weren't, and then we was back. So anyway, it's been a long time since I've had an experience like this. Y'all, why did I just curl up I pushed him off of me. I had to curl up into a ball and I started crying.
Oh, wow.
Like, I was just like, and he was like,
you did
yes,
not.
I did. I was like, can you just stop? He was like, what's wrong? Did I hurt you? Like, are you okay? I was like, no, you didn't hurt me, but I can't really talk. Just stop. Just move. I told you to stop. You didn't listen. I tried to push you off. You pulled me closer. I don't know what happened. And I don't like this. You already know I don't like crying in front of people. Like, face the wall. Face it right now. And so I really just laid there in a ball. And then, I don't know, it was just like a second wave of energy came over me. And I flipped over and started sucking the shit out of his dick, right? So I'm just sucking his dick. And then I got more energy and I decided to ride his dick. I don't like doing that. But something just came over me. I said, I don't know, this happens every time I be taking too many of these extra supplements, trying to have a good time. And I was feeling like I was possessed by a demon or a succubus or something. That's what I felt like I was turning into, was a succubus. And I was about to suck the life out of this nigga's whole entire being. So then I suck his dick, I ride his dick. And then I was gonna suck it again, but he was like, please stop. So I ride it again, right? And I'm like, what is going on with me? Like, all this riding dick, like, bitch, you don't do this. So I made him.
This ain't you?
Huh?
What? This ain't you?
I know, right? I was just feeling, but I was like, well, whatever. It's all feeling so good, right? But then I was like, I want you to fuck me from the back, and you need to turn around, because I wanted to watch in the mirror. So we turn around, we're in the mirror, and I'm like spreading my butt cheeks wider apart. I don't know what it is about doing that, but it feels better to me. I feel like they can get a little deeper and is in a good position to where it doesn't hurt. You're not hurting my cervix, but you're getting in there. It's just like a good angle. So all of a sudden, he comes, and then I get up and I get on top of him, and he was like, don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it. I started sucking his dick some more, and I cleaned it all the way up, and then we both just laid there for a minute, and then I looked at him, and he's just laying there like this. So I was like, hey, are you okay? Y'all, he was not responding for like 90 seconds. I was about to have to call 911. But then he finally responded, and he was speaking gibberish, but I was just glad that he was responsive. And I felt like I was back to being on demon time, and that's how I need to be for the next 2 months. And that's my cocktail. I hope all y'all have some good sex tonight, this week. The remainder of the summer.
Be adventurous.
I had some yesterday, so...
Good. I hope you get some more today. Ashley, tell everybody where how to find your blog and your social media and all of that.
So you can find me on Sex with Ashley. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. That is the website. Sex with Ashley. Same thing.
Sexwithashley.com. Okay. Well, thanks so much for tuning in again. Make sure that you are following us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. Oh, also, remember, we're doing weekly bonus episodes. So make sure that you are subscribed to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/cocktails. When you guys hear this one, the most recent one, I just did an episode with Orlando, and we did some sex tips and a few little demonstrations.
I
You
gotta
should.
watch that.
We did some sex tips. We played a little game. And we talked about his OnlyFans account and like what he's doing on there. And I definitely asked him for some tips on talking dirty. So if y'all want to see that and the shit we talked about and me trying to do the positions, watch it on Patreon. It's patreon.com/cocktails. But yeah, follow us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at
And
Coffee
until next week, you guys.
And until next time, you guys. Goodbye.
We've got more bonus content. Head on over to patreon.com/cocktails. Every Monday, we'll be releasing a brand new bonus episode. As long as you're a patron at the $3 level or higher, $5 level or higher if you'd like to see the video. Now, this is the episode that was just released this past Monday, the 10th, with Orlando Roy of the Harder Soft podcast and OnlyFans.com.
What's up? Another bonus episode. Today I am with Orlando from the Harder Soft podcast, and he has an OnlyFans, which I heard about. So I met you actually at Tahoe's live show here in Atlanta. Really nice guy. I said something that I was recording a bonus episode with you. I did not realize how many women have crushes on you. Like, so many people told me to tell you hi. Yes, really? You. Yeah, they were like, oh my God, his voice, he's so handsome.
It's my personal favorite.
And do you like for it to be like super close, or do you want to see some face in there, or what?
However it can get it to me. It's like a drug for me. Like, however I can get it in my body, like, I'll take it.
Okay, and then what about like videos? Do you like getting videos or just pictures?
I like them both as equal. So, but I want the videos to be creative, and I think it's kind of bad because now that I have an OnlyFans and I'm getting like creative with my videos, I have like this unexpected reality of like the videos that I want. So instead of just telling you to like send me videos, I like build a scenario because I love like the scenario part of like sex. So I'll build a scenario and tell you like, oh, do this and send me this type of video. So like I have a sub that I'm like doming remotely, and I'll tell her like today I was just saying, I feel like in the future I'm gonna have to punish you, so go and send me a video of you naked spanking yourself. And then once she sent me that, I was like, all right, now do the other cheek. So it was like those are the things that'll like get me going.
I was looking for some inspiration, but I don't know if I'm about to be sitting around spanking my ass all night.
I mean,
I like to take them. I like to take them. I like to take pictures. I'll probably take some after we get off of here. But I like to take pictures and I like to take videos, but then I feel like they start to look the same. The only thing that's changing is like if I'm in a different location or if I have one of my mini robes, makeup, hair, but it's like I'm doing the same thing because I don't know what else to do. And I feel like the stuff that I receive, news from men, they're not good. Now, every now and then I'll get like a video. The video is usually better. But I don't know. You got to keep inspiring these men to put in some effort.
I know, it's such
to their creativity.
They upset me daily because it's like there is nothing there. Like before I even started OnlyFans, I was like sending nut videos. I was sending nut videos in slow-mo. I was doing so much more, and it's like now I'm just hearing about like women and like nudes and stuff like that, and they're like, oh yeah, guys just send the same ankle up here, down here, a little to like the side.
Or they'll stand there and just hold it. And well, like, I mean, you can send that too, but I want more.
Exactly. So what I would do, I would like moisturize up. Sometimes I'll put on like a cock ring, so like it'll get like really, really hard and filled up. And then I'll take a video but then during the video, I'll stop moving. And then I'll continue. And where I stop, that'll be the still picture like within the video. So I'll send that out as like, oh, here's like the teaser. And
I'm
then
sorry,
boom.
but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
Wait on the track.
Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Wait on the track. Wait on the track.